This is unbelievable. We have just received news in regards to the Edge of Fate, and in this particular video, we're talking about a lack of content that Bungie is delivering. You're paying that pretty $100 price tag for so very little. In fact, how little exactly? The Edge of Fate does not contain even one singular new strike coming out, and on top of that, there are no new lost sectors in the new planetary destination. There's no new destination activity like public events, overthrow, or terminal overload, not to mention the obvious fact which we only received one exotic armor piece for Titan, Hunter, and Warlock, whereas normally we get two. And I know that some of you will say, well, Bungie decided to do two smaller sized expansions throughout the year, but with how little content we're actually getting, it begs the question of how little content can Bungie get away with? A good majority of the marketing for the Edge of Fate is simply quality of life changes. Like you can see here, we have a shooting range, which is excellent, by the way. I actually love that this is a part of the game, but this is a free quality of life change. When you pay for content, you're paying for presumably new content that you want to enjoy. So where's the new content? You got one new destination, Kepler, a new raid, and a new campaign? Where are the exotic weapons? Currently, we got the No Land Beyond for pre-ordering, and the scout rifle is actually a part of the season pass, so that means there's actually only one new exotic weapon for the DLC, which is the exotic hand cannon. That's the only specific DLC weapon that's associated with the Edge of Fate. How can Bungie get away with delivering so very little while still maintaining that extremely high price tag? And the answer has been clearly and emphatically, they're not getting away with it. A lot of people have not been pre-ordering the Edge of Fate. They've been saying that this is an expansion that they're going to be passing on. And as much as I don't want to see people go, I want to see the Edge of Fate be a massive success. I completely understand why. With the amount of content that we're being given with the Edge of Fate, it's almost criminal to charge the Destiny players $100. I get that quality of life changes like the ones they made are not cheap. It obviously takes a ton of developmental effort, and we are clearly entering a new saga for Destiny 2, and they want to start that off with some really big changes to the overall systems in Destiny 2. Obviously, you got Armor 3.0, a new tier system for weapons. These are all excellent changes, but Bungie is going to really struggle to sell people the Edge of Fate simply by quality of life changes, especially when a lot of those changes that Bungie decided to do have Destiny players at the very least skeptical. I myself am a big fan of a majority of these changes. Obviously been playing Destiny for so long now. I really think that a lot of these changes are going to make the overall experience much better, but none of that's going to matter if we see an absolutely massive downturn in player population. And if we once again miss our sales estimations, then obviously Papa Sony is going to step in very soon here and take complete control of this company. Destiny 2, as it stands right now, is absolutely desperate for better leadership. Bungie has their heads so far up their own asses that they clearly have no clue what they're doing when it comes to development of their own flagship game. Year after year, Destiny 2 players are given less and less content over and over again, with Bungie maintaining the price tag still at that extremely high, very premium price while delivering much less than a premium product. And that can only go on for so long. Destiny 2 players will only put up with this for long enough until they find another game that they like, and a lot of Destiny players have left for other games, or they found that they just enjoy other games more, that particular studios cater to their community much better than what Bungie does. Bungie continues to show us time and time again that they are extremely out of touch with the gaming community at large, the Destiny 2 community, and it's really sad to see. It feels like a lot of the higher-ups are kind of just biding their times until their contract is up and Sony inevitably steps in and takes over all of the seats for the board of directors. At this stage, it's not just a possibility, it's just an inevitability. It's a matter of time until this happens. And hopefully at that point in time, we see Sony put in place some CEOs and some developers that really have a passion for this game and a creative and ambitious vision for what this game can become. Because right now we're just in a really dark and frustrating time. This is meant to be the launch of a whole new saga. We just finished the Light and Darkness saga, the final shape climactic ending, incredible. And now we're launching a brand new story. This is literally meant to be the most exciting time to be a Destiny player. This is meant to be the most inclusive time as a new player coming into the game, but we're not seeing veteran players very interested in the Edge of Fate. We're not seeing new players interested in the Edge of Fate. This is a recipe for disaster. And it's unbelievable to me that we actually have gotten here. Let me know what you think about no new strikes in the Edge of Fate. Let me know what you think about no lost sectors, no public events, overthrow, or terminal overload, any type of destination activity. The new planetary destination Kepler won't even be on the director. It'll be only in the new portal menu. So it kind of exists in that like soulless menu that's meant to streamline everything. We are only getting one exotic armor piece per character, Titan Hunter and Warlock, but that might be expected due to the fact that the DLCs are being split from one big one a year to two. So I won't fault Bungie too much on that one, so long as we actually do get new exotic armor pieces for Titan Hunter and Warlock with Renegades, which is still not a guarantee by any means. And lastly, only one new exotic weapon specifically for the DLC is honestly shameful and really shows just how far we've fallen as a company and as a gaming franchise. I think the King's Fall brought like 24 new exotics by comparison, right? Now, obviously it's been a very long time since then, and it's very difficult to compare, the Edge of Fate to King's Fall inside Destiny 1. But when you look at the comparison, like 24 new exotics to just barely a handful, it's a painful comparison. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. And as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications on. I'll keep you up to date on all things Destiny 2. See you in the next one. Later.